everybody, and welcome to this special sports presentation of girls cross-country action as the Hatboro-Horsham Hatters take on the Quakertown Panthers. Hello everybody, I am Bob Anderson here with the girls cross-country coach Anna Snow. Anna, welcome aboard.
Thank you, thanks for having me again.
Awesome. Back on October 12th, we recorded your meet against Quakertown. You had a 3-1 record coming in. How did you feel about your team matching up with Quakertown prior to the meet?
Yeah, well, we knew, honestly, Quakertown was going to be a tough competitor for us. They had beaten Wissahickon, and so had we, but they had also lost to Upper Dublin, which that was also our one loss. So we knew it was going to be a close fight. Going into it, I think we also knew we were going to have the 1 and 2 runner, but both of our packs were going to be very competitive. So for our senior day celebration, it was going to be a fun and exciting race.
All right, awesome. Well, let's go out to the fields behind Steinley Stadium for the start of the meet. Okay, and as you can see, the start is here. You had a good amount of runners. It was kind of a warm day. I don't know if you can remember the temperature of that day. If it's warm, how does it affect a cross-country runner?
Yeah, I think it was in the 70s that day, which honestly can be on the warm side. Typically your body's going to warm up while running about 10 degrees. So that might have felt like an 80-degree day. So usually, the 50s and the 60s are just perfect. So it can affect you, right? It affects whether, if you were hydrated enough, that can really, the hotter it is, obviously, it's going to deplete those levels. But for the most part, the girls were really well prepared. And the little bit of heat that we had that day didn't bother them. So that was great. Cool.
And what do you tell your racers before the match? Is it a different strategy for every team that you face? Or, as a coach, what do you say to your students?
Yeah, you know what? Every team is different that we do compete against. And I think it kind of depends how you gear them up. Like sometimes it's a little bit lighthearted and a little bit it's easier to get them motivated. And some days are a little tougher. Some of our competitors, like today, was all about just being positive, getting out there, competing, having some fun, doing it for the seniors. This is our home course. It was some of their last races on our home course, so just getting them motivated and pumped for their last race was really what it was focused on at the beginning of this one.
Gotcha. And how long is our course?
It is a 5K, true 5K. Unfortunately, though, with that addition of that turf field in the back, it did cut out just a small portion of our course, so it was just shy of a true 5K.
Oh, I gotcha. And the course runs all through the athletic fields. It also goes through the Jarrett Nature Center. We can't get footage of that. So tell us what it's like running in the Jarrett Nature Center. It's got to be crazy.
It's fun. It's fun. And I do want to point out our grounds crew does a phenomenal job setting up our course. We are honestly very grateful for that. You could see they just ran through that path. Our grounds crew mows and they go through JNC. They make sure everything's safe, free of bees, free of walnuts. Us coaching staff goes through there again and making sure that everything looks clear. We put the markings, those arrows, we put the cones out, making sure it's good. But Jarrett Nature Center it is kind of a fun, especially in the fall. You get those really pretty colors.
Oh yeah, and we will see that later on.
It's kind of right before the 1 mile, and then they'll see it again. About a half a mile later, they come back through the Jarrett Nature Center. I always say it seems like it's a fun way to break up the course in a way. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now here, they're coming up on probably the highest point of the race, the highest hill. There's a plateau up there. And you can see there are 3 runners breaking away from the pack. Is this part of the plan, or how are they looking at this point?
Yeah, we knew that they were going to have one girl that was going to try to stick with Lily and Emily. At this point, Lily and Emily were going out very conservative, to be honest with you. They usually tempo most of our dual meets. There's not very many athletes in our league that can stick with them. But they knew Quakertown was going to have one girl that was on them for probably the first mile and a half. So they're staying pretty conservative, but yes, they are running at the pace that they should be. So normally right before the mile, which they're getting to that point, is generally where they will kind of take that lead.
Gotcha. And right now they are circling the back of the softball field, and you can see the pretty fall colors starting to come into play. Again, this was recorded on October 12th, and now they're heading towards the baseball field. Now, I know that these rocks here are pretty large. Is that a concern of yours when they run through it?
Absolutely. I mean, this course, I've been here for 10 years, and this course has changed a lot. That was never there, and that was actually really nicely paved, but then over the last couple years, that has just broken down. Yes, I had an athlete almost sprain her ankle on it.
Yes.
The footing is, you got to watch it very closely during that, because there are some big boulders that have now created. So yes, it adds a little extra
stress to it.
Yeah, element to our course for sure.
And as you saw, the three leaders went in, but only two have come out. So that's really where they took over the race.
And that is typical. Right around halfway through the course, that was their strategy, was, after about halfway, okay, I'm going to then work myself up to finish the race strong. So they started out conservative and they were finishing strong, because at this point in their season, they really needed to focus on that last mile. Because these two athletes, Emily and Lily, are coming up on districts and states, and both of them are in the top 5 of the district. They're the top 10 in the state.
Right.
So looking to do some big things in the postseason.
So they are coming down. It's neck and neck. What's going through your mind and what's going through their mind at this point?
Yeah, I mean, this has been very typical our whole season. So that's Lily DeCola coming in first and Emily Simcoe right behind them. Honestly, this is what it's looked like. So I love seeing them finish strong, and both of them had really had great days. It wasn't necessarily about the time this day for them. It was just honestly more for Em. Right. That was her last race as a senior.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Coming in second place. And so being our top senior leading that pack, I think was really special.
Right.
For her.
Well, yeah, obviously that concludes the end of the competition here. But as you can see, here are the results. We have Lily DeCola finishing first. She finished 2 seconds ahead of Emily. And then we have Rebecca Hickey from Quakertown coming in third. Leanna Goddard for Hatboro-Horsham in fourth. And then 5th, 6th, and 7th went to Quakertown, and 8th place is Frances Hardigan. Let's take a look at the team results, and obviously Hatboro-Horsham won 25-30. You have to be happy with that. Yeah,
that was great. They really finished strong. Like I said, they had that little bit of a pack, right? They took those 3 spots. So really, Leanna had a strong finish, and Leanna's another senior for us. And that was beneficial for our team because she passed those 3 Quakertown athletes, and then Frances was right there, and then we had Ava Murphy close behind, and so that's really what gave us that win.
And this point in time, where is your team? The season's coming to a close. Tell us, give us an update after that meet. How did your season go after that?
Yeah, so about a week and a half later, we had our league championship. So that this past Friday at Lehigh, another great showing. It was a beautiful day. Lily DeCola was our league champion, sorry. And Emily came in second, very close behind. They were 18-12 and 18-17, so a beautiful day. And Leanna was 6th place overall. Wow. So having 3 in the top 10 was, we haven't had that in the last 5 years of our program.
Oh, awesome.
So that was great.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it sounds like a terrific year. And, congratulations to you and also your athletes. Well, that'll wrap it up for today's production of the girls cross country meet. For Coach Snow, I'm Bob Anderson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.